Hey there, I want to tell you a little bit about the next Writing Incubator. So the Writing Incubator goes from November 1st until February 14th. So it's about 3.5 months. Is that right? November, December, January? Yeah, 3.5 months. Okay, so here are the details around that. It is, okay, I'm going to go in a different direction. Why be in the Writing Incubator? One, you're a creative person, and so many times creativity is a very isolated activity. So this brings you into community where you can share a little bit about what's going on in your private experience. So we write our books alone, we create art alone, but it's a place to share what's going on, where you are in your process. The second thing is you have a writing project or you have a creative project and you really want some accountability to get it done. You want support on brainstorming it. You want to talk about what you're processing in your life. And there are tools and things set up for that. So here's what's in the Writing Incubator. One is daily prompts. So I will put a daily, we call it a writing prompt, but it's actually a prompt that can be used for reflecting on your life, noticing something that's going on. So you can use those prompts in a couple of ways. You can use it as a process to really explore and go deeper into what's happening in your life, or to discover, ask questions, and use writing as a tool, or use this as a tool of reflection, because there are people who've created art by reading the prompt of the day. I'll be using the Emissary Wheel this time, which came out of it's a sacred symbol. I first heard about it from James Twyman. And as an example, week 3, the word is courage that's on the wheel. So all the writing prompts will be about courage. So you may even look at, where is courage showing up in my writing project? Is there a topic of courage to write about? Reflect on courage in your life. Notice where you're afraid, and what would it take for you to move past that? So those are the kinds of prompts that we'll have. The second thing is that there will be 2 community calls a week that are optional. Come on with Zoom. You can either be on the video and see people's faces, or you can call in from your phone. And the purpose of those is to just check in about anything. Maybe you talk about your writing project, but also maybe you talk about something that is shifting and changing in your life. Or you talk about a film that you saw that week that's really inspired you and you want to share that. So whatever that is, it's a place of connection. And again, creativity and art and writing and music, all of those things can become very isolated experiences, which is necessary for the creating. I need my alone time to create. But then it's a place to feel connected and to even process a little bit more what's going on. And then the other place, and this is probably the piece I'm most excited about, are the writing labs. So here's a couple of ways people have used the writing labs. This is on Zoom. Again, you can call in from your phone or you can be on video. It is individual attention on you, but it's open to the community. So we always record it and we use it for the community so that we can learn from each other. We can support each other. People have used it to talk about their creative process. They've talked about things that are coming up. Maybe it's a memory from childhood that they're exploring and they want to just talk about it in the writing lab. Another thing is to focus on a writing project. Now, what things that we've done in the writing labs, we've brainstormed ideas for creativity projects. We have, and I say we because sometimes I'm the only person there. With one person, one-on-one, it's like individual coaching that's recorded that the group can look at or not look at. And sometimes there are 3 or 4 people who come onto a a writing lab, and they're having ideas too. We kind of open it up to creativity ideas. We've reviewed outlines of a book and brought more clarity to that. Sometimes a person comes and they just want to read something out loud that they've been writing, and that can be for a book they're working on, or it could be a response to the writing prompts, and they just want to read it out loud. And then the other thing is there was someone who was working on a book project and then went on a vacation and had some things come up and decided that she was going to go in deeper and do some personal work and use the writing for her own personal journey and kind of put the book on hold. And that's one of the things that comes up with creativity, is that we stir things up with the writing, because we're becoming more of ourselves in the process of creating. There was someone else who had who's written a lot of music, and we looked at different ways to use the lyrics in other creative projects, whether it was in a book with photography, it was someone is creating graphics through Fiverr and putting them onto a shop so that the words from the songs are becoming t-shirts and mugs and symbols, putting love into the world in these physical forms. So it's someone else had a community that they were leading, and they came in to use the writing process to get clearer on what they wanted to do with the community. And and it's like there's all kinds of ways. This is an experiential thing, but I'll tell you, my intention is to have one writing lab a week. But if there's a lot of interest in the group, we'll have like 3 or 4 writing labs every week. So tune into what it is that you need at this time. Is this something that all of a sudden, me talking about the Writing Incubator, you're going, oh my gosh, this would be a place to actually be held while I finish writing this book, or because I have something I want to create from all of this creativity, but I'm not sure what it is. Or I just have gone through a lot of shifting in my life. I just want to be held in a place where I can write. So tune in for whatever it is for you. Just know that I'm going to be here starting November 1st. So tune in to what your desire is. And go to AndreaHighland.com. I'll put the link up there, and sign up for the Writing Incubator. All right, I hope to see you there. It's going to be really juicy and fun and still and inspiring and filled with passion and whatever else shows up. Okay, see ya. Bye. Mwah.